right, I want to open up this Sunday broadcast with a very, very important video that we've just posted to Infowars.com. I'm going to tweet it out at Real Alex Jones as well and on our Facebook. It's the Trump effect. Trump, the establishment, is the name of the video. Most powerful Trump video to date, in my view. We're going to air this 6-minute video and then come back with the latest news. But the entire global corrupt power structure is against Donald Trump right now. If we claim we're against the corrupt power structure, how would we not support Donald Trump is the simple question. We have his report in Gettysburg yesterday. It's incredible. We have so much today, but this really is Americanism versus globalism right now, and here is the report.
Our movement is about replacing a failed and corrupt political establishment with a new government controlled by you, the American people. The Washington establishment and the financial and media corporations that fund it exist for only one reason: to protect and enrich itself. The establishment has trillions of dollars at stake in this election. For those who control the levers of power in Washington and for the global special interest, they partner with these people that don't have your good in mind. Our campaign represents a true existential threat like they haven't seen before. This is not simply another 4-year election. This is a crossroads in the history of our civilization that will determine whether or not we, the people, reclaim control over our government. The political establishment that is trying to stop us is the same group responsible for our disastrous trade deals, massive illegal immigration, and economic and foreign policies that have bled our country dry. The political establishment has brought about the destruction of our factories and our jobs as they flee to Mexico, China, and other countries all around the world. It's a global power structure that is responsible for the economic decisions that have robbed our working class, stripped our country of its wealth, and put that money into the pockets of a handful of large corporations and political entities. This is a struggle for the survival of our nation. And this will be our last chance to save it. This election will determine whether we're a free nation or whether we have only the illusion of democracy, but are in fact controlled by a small handful of global special interests rigging the system, and our system is rigged. This is reality. You know it, they know it, I know it, and pretty much the whole world knows it. The Clinton machine is at the center of this power structure. We've seen this firsthand in the WikiLeaks documents, in which Hillary Clinton meets in secret with international banks to plot the destruction of U.S. sovereignty in order to enrich these global financial powers, her special interest friends, and her donors. Honestly, she should be locked up. The most powerful weapon deployed by the Clintons is the corporate media, the press. Let's be clear on one thing. The corporate media in our country is no longer involved in journalism. They're a political special interest, no different than any lobbyist or other financial entity with a total political agenda, and the agenda is not for you, it's for themselves. Anyone who challenges their control is deemed a sexist, a racist, a xenophobe. They will lie, and then again, they will do worse than that. They will do whatever's necessary. The Clintons are criminals, remember that. This is well documented. And the establishment that protects them has engaged in a massive cover-up of widespread criminal activity at the State Department and the Clinton Foundation in order to keep the Clintons in power. They knew they would throw every lie they could at me and my family and my loved ones. They knew they would stop at nothing to try to stop me. Nevertheless, I take all of these slings and arrows gladly for you. I take them for our movement so that we can have our country back. I knew this day would arrive. It's only a question of when. And I knew the American people would rise above it and vote for the future they deserve. The only thing that can stop this corrupt machine is you. The only force strong enough to save our country is us. The only people brave enough to vote out this corrupt establishment is you, the American people. Our great civilization has come upon a moment of reckoning. I didn't need to do this, folks, believe me. I built a great company, and I had a wonderful life. I could have enjoyed the fruits and benefits of years of successful business deals and businesses for myself and my family, instead of going through this absolute horror show of lies, deceptions, malicious attacks. Who would have thought? I'm doing it because this country has given me so much, and I feel so strongly that it's my turn to give back to the country that I love. I'm doing this for the people and for the movement, and we will take back this country for you, and we will make America great again.
Hashtag Trump the establishment. Ladies and gentlemen, the elite would never allow somebody to do something like this. This is outside the box. That's why they're thrown in everything they've got, both political parties, the entire power structure, all the foreign banks, all the foreign governments, the Pope, the Communist Chinese, the Saudi Arabians, the kitchen sink. They've thrown everything but the Easter Bunny at Donald Trump because they've stolen this country. We've been conquered by economics. We've been sold out. We've been used to build a world government. And they know Donald Trump just wants a fair deal for America. That brings down their whole system. They are panicking. They are crapping their pants. They have pulled out all their stops. The Brexit, the UK is pulling out of the EU, Russia's pulling out of it, all these other countries, Australia's pulling out of carbon taxes and globalism, Catalonia is pulling out of Spain, Iceland's pulling out of the EU. Latin American countries are waking up, and the New World Order is panicking right at the point that they plan to bring us all into a worldwide depression, to bankrupt everyone, to consolidate control. These banks don't want prosperity. They want total control. And you see Hillary, the poster child. They had two different CNN focus group polls where they voted 10-5 and 8-5. Two different videos I have today. And CNN just cuts the feed. They go to their focus group. So we've got how many for Trump? Okay, 10. How many for Hillary? 5. How many independents? 5. They cut when 10 are for Trump. I've got another video. Same deal. The internal polls show him 15 points ahead. There is a landslide. Hillary has no crowds. She has nothing. But they're panicking. They plan to steal the election. They're trying to think of you as soft-minded, weak-minded, selling you this. Doesn't mean Trump's perfect? No. But he's not out to get the country. The globalists stole this nation. They've taken control of it. They've consolidated control. But here's the good news. Whether they steal the election or whether Trump wins or whether he loses, nationalism, awareness of the private Federal Reserve, awareness of these big banking combines is now public. And there's no putting that back in the bottle. That genie is out. Pandora's box is open. That train left the station. Now, not this segment, but next, I'm going to open the phones up and take your phone calls throughout the 3/4 of the broadcast. When we come back, I've got more clips here as they desperately try to start a race war in this country and have all these football players take a knee during the national anthem and folks, do this. It's just all distraction. So we all fight with each other so we don't notice the big banks, what they're up to. Look, I'm not going to sit here and say, see, I told you so, that communist Chinese-style net censorship was coming to the web, because it's already here. It's being announced. The way you keep the internet open and free is you get involved more than ever. Go to Infowars.com/app. A new battleship in the fight. Infowars Live, available right now. We're looking for a crew to man it. You going to sit down and play games and be a trendy? Or are you going to be part of history? Don't sit by and let the internet and free speech be stolen from you. Take action. Brain Force is here. Ladies and gentlemen, I've been on this the last few months. You probably noticed I've been more crazed, more focused, less brain fog, more energy, more special reports, and it's because of Brain Force.
One of the worst things with most energy products is it's not sustainable, right? You're going to crash, you're going to feel really bad afterwards. This has a bunch of different antioxidants and compounds and polyphenols.
Everybody's on these drugs to knock their brain out because the brain's so fried.
We kept changing this formula over and over and over again until it became sort of a grand puzzle. For example, the L-theanine inside of it, that is activated by the different compounds in the yerba mate that we put inside of it as well. This just increases the compounds you already have.
This is what you're actually designed to run on.
Exactly.
It's kind of like a car will run on one form of junkie gas, but it runs really good on what it's designed for. You will find Brain Force, Survival Shield X2, and other game-changing products at InfoWarsLife.com or call 888-253-3139.